You know what? I'm glad I picked up gardening. This is way better than doing mod showcases. Odessa, what do you want? Can't you see I'm trying to garden here? I'm not doing a mod showcase today. I'm doing something new for once. You know, maybe you should pick up a new hobby. Alright, I'm not digging the face you're making. What are you thinking? Well, it was nice while it lasted. Strange, I don't remember placing down a blue plant. Now hold up, Odessa, we have no idea what this thing does. Well, I guess there's only one thing we can do. Oh, look at him! Oh yeah, and about destroying my garden. How's it going, guys? Welcome back, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Pikmin, or Pikmin, because there's going to be many of them, I guess. The Pikmin mod, also known as the Olimar Glove mod. This is a classic mod. In fact, I think it was the second video I did on the channel in terms of Garry's mod content. Back when me and my good old friend Matt used to do the video. Unfortunately, me and Matt are not friends anymore, but I hope they're doing good. Let's go over the basic things of what you can do with this mod. First things first, left click is going to allow you to throw your Pikmin, but first we need Pikmin to pick and throw them at people. And to do that, simply go into the Entities tab and you can summon these sprouts. Now the cool thing about the sprouts is the longer they stay in the ground, the more developed they become. We're gonna go ahead though and actually start off from scratch by using the Pikmin Selector. This allows you to pick from each different Pikmin. We got red, yellow, blue, purple, and white. So this is one of each Pikmin that we can get, and you can see they are adorable. They have their own little personality almost. They follow you around like little dogs, and honestly, I love these guys. Especially the yellow one with the ears. Something about him just hits different. But of course, my favorite is the blue one. Something about that face, man, that is a vibe. Now, of course, with these Pikmin, you can throw them with left click. And if you hold down the left click, you'll hear a sound charge up, and you'll release some. And if you notice, you shoot them way further than you normally would. Now you're also going to notice a few things. Some of the Pikmin have different traits with them. Also, if they get lost, like this one is, he'll have a little glow above his leaf. Simply press the R key, and you'll whistle them back to you. So the white ones, I believe, apply poison. Now, I have not played the game where the white one is in. I think that's Pikmin 2. If not, Pikmin 3 definitely. I've only played the first Pikmin back when I was a child. The blue one though, the cool thing about the blue one is they can go into water and not die. So normally Pikmin, they die when they go into water. But of course, what if you throw the accidental Pikmin? Like, whoops, the red one. They drown in water. And if you don't save them, they die. But you'll notice the blue one, well, he doesn't really mind the water. In fact, he probably kind of likes it. And yes, it's kind of morbid that they die like that. I kind of feel bad now. But hey, at least me and the blue guy can hang out in the water. Ain't that right, buddy? Alright, so we know the blue one can go into water. That's his special ability. But what about the red one? Well, you couldn't guess by the color. The red one is immune to fire. Now, there is a fire geyser right here, even though it doesn't quite look like it. Simply pressing left click, you'll see he gets set on fire. And that is so cruel, man. The poor blue one goes out. But the red one doesn't mind the fire. Even though you don't see anything there, we obviously know there is fire since the blue one was lit. But the red one, well, he's fine with it. Next up, we have yellow. Now, yellow, if you could probably imagine, well, it's electricity. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if there's any electricity-based thing in Garry's mod that I could spawn in. I mean, there are things that act like electricity, but I don't know if, like, it's a mechanic that this mod is going to detect. Because I think most things that use electricity just have some kind of damage that they apply, and that happens regardless of what element it is. While, say, water, for instance, is something vastly different, and then fire, you know, being burned is a whole different mechanic in the game itself. So again, don't think that's going to really work, and I can't even think of what I would even test to have that happen. But he's immune to electricity, just know that. Alright, then next up we have white, which like I said, I'm pretty sure they're immune to poison, and I think they even apply poison, plus I think they are the ones you throw the farthest, because they are the smallest. And then last up we got purple, also known as Beefy Boy. And this is the one that does the most damage when you throw them. They, I believe, can also lift the most things. Normally with Pikmin, you have, like, say, this pellet here. You know, this requires, like, one Pikmin. You throw a Pikmin at it, and they will start to carry. Now, by one, I think you need actually 3, if I remember correctly. They will take this to their base. Now, what is their base? Well, obviously, it's the onions. Now, what happens when they take these pills to the onions? Well, simply hold E and press right-click. They will then pick that up. We're having errors there, ignore that. We're gonna go ahead and take this to the red onion here, and you'll see it gets sucked up. And what do you know? We get a Pikmin shot out. Now, the longer the Pikmin stays in the ground, the more developed they become. Soon they turn into a bud, and then they sprout into a beautiful flower. The ones with the flowers are faster than the ones with the buds, and the ones with the buds are faster than the ones with the leaves. So now that we know everything that the Pikmin can do, let's go ahead and throw them at some of the obstacles, like for instance this wall. And you'll notice it actually doesn't do anything. I think this is just a prop. Alright, so what if you wanted to separate the Pikmin individually? Press E and R, and you will cancel them out. This will split them into small groups. And the groups are going to be determined by their color. So, yeah, that totally doesn't sound controversial at all. Let's go ahead and pick up the white here, and then we're going to pick up the purple. And you'll see that we can just leave the rest. Just be careful of the fire. Also, by the way, when the white Pikmin die, I believe they release this noxious gas that hurts people around them. By people, of course, I mean the monsters that you fight on the planet. Now, of course, there is enemies in this mod, but you cannot have any of them fight them because, well, the Bulborbs are invincible, apparently. You can charge them to attack, but they don't do anything, they just get devoured. Now what if you wanted to transform your Pikmin? Maybe you're sick of the leaves? Simply aim them at the nectar, hold E and right click, and they will eat the nectar. Whoa, that's not appropriate, fellas. And you can see now they have flowers on their heads, which again means that they are now faster. By the way guys, just figured out you do not need to press E and right click. You just have to press right click and aim at something. And the Pikmin will charge. And they will attack anything they see. Sometimes when you do attack some people, they will drop these pellets, which you can then take to the onions and then make even more Pikmin with. Okay, guys, we don't need that many, goddamn. But as you guys can see, they don't even need my help. They know what to do. They're gonna take it to their base, and we can make more Pikmin, which is bad for Odessa. Now, unfortunately, you can only make them attack one person at a time. I wish you could make them attack multiple, but these little specimens are murderous indeed. Sometimes they do drop nectar, in which case you can then upgrade your Pikmin. Oh my god, it was like rolling all over the place. Alright, charge fellas! So overall, this is just a very fun and goofy mod, and if you guys love the Pikmin series, you are going to absolutely adore this mod. It was one of the mods that made me feel like you could really do anything in this game, so I'd love to hear what you guys think down below. Let me know some of your favorite mods in the comment section down below. As always, check out the Discord in the description. Links are down below, leave a like and subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching, and farewell.